Welcome to another video on data to decisions. In today's video, we'll be building a line chart where we can automatically let the chart highlight the maximum point and then the minimum point. To illustrate this, the minimum point right now is 2,500 for January. So what if I make it to be 15,000? Now, will it become the maximum point? Yes. And so automatically the minimum point also changed. So this is what we're going to build in Microsoft Excel very quickly right now. Let's get started. So now I start with some raw data, month, abbreviation, and then the sales amount. So first I'm going to select those values here, and then I will go insert a line chart with markers. So this gives me this a line chart, which was based on sales by month. Now, what we need to add here is first we're going to add a couple of formulas and then modify this chart to automatically highlight the minimum and a maximum. So I'm going to go and create here something called, let's say we start with max, and I will write a simple formula to say if this value sales equals max of, and then I'm going to select everything. Important thing to remember here is that do F4, which is to lock, or you can put dollars against like this, dollar C, dollar 4, colon, dollar C, dollar 15. So this locks the series or a range for the formula. And then if the value equals the maximum value, then give me the value C4. Otherwise, give me NA, open parenthesis, close parenthesis, and then we will close the formula with the parenthesis because we started with the if function. Then press enter, and now this will allow us to drag it down. You will see now that August is the only month where the value here is displayed because in this data, August is the highest value, so it comes through. So we'll do the same thing for minimum. And in this case, I can even go inside the previous formula, copy, and then come back here and go inside the edit formula bar and then paste. And only change instead of max, change it to min. Don't change anything else. Now you can drag this formula down, and this gives you only for March, the value will be the actual value because that's the minimum value, month with the minimum value. Now we have done the formula part to get the data ready. Now we just have to put it on the chart. So I'm going to right click here, do select data. I'm going to add a series, and this time I'm going to click on maths. And then for the values, I will remove them and then select these values. Yes, okay. And the horizontal axis is still months. Then I go to the second series, next series, minimum. And the minimum values are these. So I'm selecting them. Press OK. The horizontal is still the same. So basically, we are choosing the X and Y axis for each of the series. We have three series. So we have the sales, we have the max, and then the min. And then I'm going to press OK. So Excel by default, it is highlighting. So for example, instead of 6,400 to be the minimum, let's say I change that to 15,000. So that should become a maximum point, and then the minimum also changes. So you can see that it's already working. But let's do some formatting to make it more effective. So what I'm going to do now is click on this chart, add a title. So sales trend by month, then and that's something like that, where I can format them. Maybe it doesn't have to be this big, so I'll move it over there. And now I will add a legend because we want to make sure that move to the top. In this case, I'll move it here, and then this. Add access titles. So in this case, for example, I want to make sure x-axis is month, and then the y-axis is revenue or sales. So we have this part done. Now let's form, or we can also do the grid lines quickly before we do the line formatting. So I'm going to put the grid lines like that. Now let's format the three series. So as I said, we have three series, a sales series, a maximum, and the minimum. Now I am going to right click on this yellow point, which is maximum series. And what I'm going to do is to go to the fill in line. I'm going to say no line. I do not want a line for this. Remember that the minimum and the maximum points are just points, they're not lines. So make the line as no line and go to the marker. And this is where you can control how you want the maximum point to be displayed. So I'm going to choose the marker. I will still keep the circle. I will increase the size a little bit bigger. Again, this is just to show how you can control this formatting. So I'm going to make it a little bit bigger so that the maximum points are, not only visible by color, but also by the size. And then I can put a different fill. So since it's maximum, I'm going to go with a little bit of a greener fill. And then the border line, I will make it maybe a darker green. And this is again a format that, let's say I want to go for the maximum point. Now I need to do something for the minimum point also. So in the series options in this drop down, you can go and choose min series. And now you can change the marker similarly. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. And then the fill, I want to do a little bit reddish color. So I will go with fill, let's say. Oh, okay. I think we have to change the main sales line as well because that's in red right now. But let's move the fill for the minimum point to be red, and the border line will be a darker red. Okay. Now we have to make sure that we don't put a line. So go back to the line, say no line for the minimum series. Okay. So everything looks good. So we have the minimum and the maximum. You can see in the legend. The one thing which is obviously wrong here is I don't want the sales to be in red. So I can click on the sales line, go to solid line, change the color. Maybe, I'll go with one of the lighter blues. So that becomes the blue line. And here, your marker, again, this is the default sales. So you can change the marker again here. We will leave it as the 5 circle size, but the fill, you can change the fill here to maybe, blue, and the border line can be a darker blue. So now, when you look at the chart, so you have the blue sales line, and the max point is green and min point is red, and this will work even when your data changes. So we'll change the January to 10,000. Now you'll see that automatically that becomes the max point, the January, and then the min point is March. So let's say March is now 8,500. Now that is not the minimum anymore. Minimum is over here in December, which is 6,500. So you can see clearly that it works. And other little formatting things you could do. I would like to put a border on the entire chart and then make it something like this. Did I click on rounded corners? Maybe I didn't. Okay. There you go. So here's how you can build a line chart which will dynamically highlight the minimum and the maximum points. We can do this for a lot of different cases. Wherever you want specific points to be highlighted on the chart, the method is that you can add a series and write a formula so that the result of the formula will only result in the value when for the points that you want to highlight. In this case, we chose max and min. It could be in your case something else, but the concept is the same. You want to add another series and only populate the value when you want that data point to be highlighted. That's it. So hopefully this helps. If you have any feedback or suggestions, please let me know in the comment section. I look forward to hearing from you. I'll see you soon in another video.